Hey everybody, Scott Johnson out in Oregon City here. I'm going to talk about some of the things I've done to the layout while we've been staying home, basically. We've had a lot of time to get do a lot of the projects on the layout. I always said, someday when I get a lot of time, we'll go ahead and take care of that. So one of the things I was able to do is I like the old Amtrak E8s and E9s, and I had the decals for them, but I went in and got the number boards, got the right numbers for the right cars. Makes it look pretty decent. Looks like the Coast Starlight's arriving here. Another thing we were able to do is over on the fueling rack. It was unpowered. It was just a diorama like my Brooklyn Yard turntable and roundhouse. So we went in and pulled out some switches, put in some power strips, and we're able to go ahead and move trains around there. Makes it looks pretty nice. And we're going to move that new Southern Pacific back there. The Coast Starlight coast to a stop. Forgive me, but I'm going to lift this tripod up a little bit so you can get a little better view. And also, we brought that in so they can get fueled there. Added a lot more people around. And you can see, don't have it yet. I'm waiting for my stuff to get in the mail, but we're going to do some more spur track down into some of those old Southeast Portland industries. Yeah, they're previously they're occupied by our homeless friends right now for the most part. But I'm going to cut out some of that foam board, and we're going to go ahead and put some of that down at street level, make it look like how it does now. Also went through some of my bins while I have my tripod up here. Found I still had a bunch of people, so I started putting people in everywhere. Somebody there admiring the 4449. Added some more people around the fueling rack. People admiring the new locomotives here. Remember, this layout is generally set about 1995, 1996. And added some folks in here. I don't know why those goofuses are up on the fueling rack. Up here next to the sawmill, one of my favorite spots in the layout. Starlight's heading up to Odell Lake. Got the CJ sawmill. It's got two tracks, and again, kind of like the Brooklyn Yard tracks, it was just set up for kind of a diorama, just a nice thing to model. Just used some old, really crummy track. A switch didn't work, put it in there just to, simulate it. But I thought, while I'm here and I have absolutely nothing but time, I might as well power that up, replace the switch, make it look halfway decent. Oh, two private cars on the Starlight today. Look at that. And so we rebalanced it, we put some stuff on, and now our friends at the UP can come and drop off empties, pick up loads. So digging around in my bins, I forgot I had some Walther's Scene Master cornfield I'd gotten for a rainy day to put on. So I figured this is a pretty rainy day. Went ahead and painted them up, glued the tassels on. Didn't look too bad. Fairly cheap, fairly easy. Made sure that my rusted car in the back looked a little more rusty. I don't know many farmsteads down here in the Willamette Valley that don't have some kind of rusted car in there. So we got that in there. Cleaned up the farm area. One of my favorite spots on the layout. Last September, my son and I went to the National Narrow Gauge Convention down in Sacramento. He does HO narrow gauge timber railroad. And one of the things I got was I found a guy, he made 3D printed pallets. They were really small, but when you put them on the layout, they look awesome. And I never thought about it, but almost every business around has stacks of pallets. They can go anywhere and look perfect. If you think about it, they're always out there with the dumpsters and the milk crates and things like that. So that's about all from Oregon City. Wash your hands, enjoy. We'll talk to you next time.